Good evening, everyone. Good day, good morning, good afternoon. Jai Shri Mataji. I'm Sobik, your host for tonight. And we are continuing our journey. And amazingly, we've got into the week of Sahasrara. I don't think it is week 15, but it should be more than that. 17 or 18 or whatever it is. But it is quite commendable that we are still going through our sessions, and it is so good to see you in this journey at this point in time. So this week is the week of Sahasrara chakra, which is the 7th center in our subtle system. And Sahasrara is, as we know, represented by our limbic area of the brain. Our attention, when moves to the limbic area of the brain, because of the awakening of the Kundalini, we go into that state of thoughtless awareness, and we just enjoy, basically. The quality of this chakra is the integration, as we can see there in the slide. So our topic is integration as well for this week. And we'll talk about integration and all in the sessions. So let's start today's session. I can see, okay, we are 6 people. So yeah, today's session is also it has also got the same format as previous sessions. So we'll talk about Sahasrara chakra, etc., foot soak, meditation. And we'll also listen to Shri Mataji. Then we can have question and answer if we have any in the end. All right, so let's move forward. And we will now take Bandhan, raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan.
Yeah, we have someone, Ella. Is that first time, Ella, for you? You can unmute or put
it is, yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure how far you will grasp in this main room. Do you? Okay. We don't have anyone extra so big, because the moment I go into another room, the broadcast will be impacted.
All right.
How do we? What I would say, Ella, just bear with us because there will be a lot of things that you will possibly not understand. But I would hope you will be able to join tomorrow around the same time, and someone will personally then attend to you. Is that okay with you? Tomorrow you can join at the same time. It will be a half-an-hour session tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll start. Start. Yeah, that's what.
Okay, cool. All right, all good. Go ahead, Sivik.
All right. Okay, so all right, let's settle down. Let's put both our hands towards the photograph of Shri Mataji. Just for a while, we can watch Shri Mataji's bindi and watch our mind as well at the same time. Eyes open on Shri Mataji's bindi, hands open towards Shri Mataji's photograph. And we'll just watch our thoughts as well. Let's close our eyes and we'll take a few deep breaths in and out. Attention breathing. And we'll wait between each breath when we inhale and exhale for a few seconds, as long as it is comfortable for us. So the long breath in, then stop, tension at the top of the head, then exhale. Inhale again, and the same process. You can say, Mother, please let me know the state of my chakras on my hands. Please let me know the state of my chakras on my hands. Let's have our right hand towards Mother Earth. Left hand still on our lap. we can put our attention on our left side, which is also the side of our emotions and desires. So let all our emotions and our desires that we have within us be directed towards becoming the spirit. Let the culmination of all those emotions and desires be one desire to be the spirit. And if any desire that we have, whether we know about it or we don't know about it, that may be hidden in our subconscious, that could potentially be an obstacle against our spiritual ascent, then let that desire be dissolved into Mother Earth. The deity or the power of this side is Shri Mahakali. The quality of Shri Mahakali is the pure existence. And she draws her strength from Sri Ganesha, which is the quality of being innocent or pure. So let that quality be stored, or rather I should say restored within us. Let that quality shine in my left channel. All right, now let's take our left hand towards the sky, right hand towards Sri Mataji. This is where we dissipate all the heat from our right channel, from our liver, into the sky. Let all my overactivity, futuristic tendencies, planning, organizing, being worried about future, being insecure about future, let them all be dissipated into the sky. The power of this channel is Sri Mahasaraswati. The quality is creativity. Now, the creativity is not just mere the act of creating something, but it is creating something that has vibrations, that has this energy flowing automatically from it, that can actually tickle the kundalini of people, encourage them to seek their spirit. The purest form of creating is to create other Sahaja Yogis, that is to give realization to people. And in the gross level, we create few things like art and music, etc., that can give the impetus to the people to seek, give them connection to this divine energy. So we can say, Mother, please, that power of creativity be manifested from within me. Let me be the instrument of the divine. The example that Shri Mataji gives is that of being like a paintbrush, where the artist is this divine power, but we become the paintbrush. So we act according to how the painter wants to paint. If we start thinking, or a paintbrush starts thinking that I am painting, then the connection is lost. So the trick is to allow the painter to paint. And we just remain as instrument like a paintbrush. And enjoy the creation of the creator. So the right side that is filled with what we call as karta bhav. Karta bhav is the feeling that I am the doer. Whereas with our limited ego and superego, we think we are doing. But the one who is doing has the real and much bigger ego that actually works and is not mythical. So both this channel, right and left, when they're cleared of the burden of the obstacles, the central channel can pass through our Agnya chakra and then go into the limbic area of the brain, which is the Sahasrara chakra. We can have our left hand on our lap again towards Shri Mataji. Now our attention completely into our mind to see if there are any thoughts or if it is empty, and we're just enjoying that space there of the void that has been created due to the absence of thoughts. And by void, I mean the emptiness, the thoughtlessness. Can we see into our head? Can we look into our head and see what thoughts are coming and going? So it's like watching the traffic on a highway from far away. The vehicles are the thoughts that are going on either direction from the left and the right. The idea is not to fight those thoughts, those vehicles, but just to watch. If we try to create the space between the thoughts and we fight them, they become more strong. But if we allow Kundalini to work on those thoughts, then we will see that we are already in the gap between the thoughts. So we do nothing. Everything is done by you, Mother. You are reflected within me as my Kundalini. So please take over my thoughts. Cross the bridge of Agya and integrate myself within you in my Sahasrara. We keep on watching our thoughts. Okay, let's give bandhan to the bucket of water. Put our feet into the foot soak. Put both our hands towards Shri Mataji. We can keep our eyes open. Please keep your spine as straight as possible. We can give bandhan to our void, which is around our stomach area. So we just go like this on our void around our navel with our right hand in a clockwise direction. So if I show it to you, just like this. We can flick our hand towards the water as if we are collecting the catches from our void and then throwing it into the water. All right. Let's take our attention now to Muladhara Chakra. We can put our right hand towards Mother Earth, left hand towards Shri Mataji, and we can say, Mother, please awaken Sri Ganesh principle in my Muladhara Chakra, the principle of innocence, purity, chastity, and wisdom. We can say, Sri Ganesha, I will be worthy of your attention. Sri Ganesha, please make me innocent so that I am in your attention. Shri Mataji, You who are Shri Ganesha, please come and reside in my Muladhara chakra and give me the innocence, purity, chastity, wisdom, and discretion. Please give me balance and harmony with this divine power. We can have our eyes closed now. Attention completely on Muladhara chakra. We can put our attention on right side of the Muladhara chakra. The deity on the right side is Sri Kartikeya. We can ask Sri Kartikeya, please give me the power to win over all the enticement and temptations coming from outside and attacking me. Please give me the power to win over all the aggressive tendencies, the demonic tendencies arising from within me, such as lust, anger, greed, attachment, vanity, jealousy, and false ego. Let me also please have the power to repel all that is dead and finished, all that is in the past. Now we can take our attention on the left side of the Muladhara chakra. Again, the deity is Shri Ganesha. So we can ask Shri Ganesha, please give me the same level of devotion, dedication, Shraddha that you have to your mother. To me, so that I also have the same level of devotion and Shraddha to my own mother, Mother Kundalini, to Shri Mataji. Please bestow your wisdom and knowledge, the knowledge that is pure, upon me. Now let's have both our hands on our lap and attention on Muladhara chakra still. Let the quality of Muladhara Chakra, the strength of my innocence, travel up and above my Sushumna Nadi, which is my central channel, and reach Sahasrara. In the process, let me be conscious of the collectivity. That is, let me have the collective consciousness. Let me be righteous. Let my own awareness tell me whether I am right or wrong. Let me not stray away from the path of righteousness. That is my dharma. And let me feel the complete security in my heart of the divine protection. Now, we'll put our right hand on our forehead, lower our head a little bit forward, while holding our hand, or our head on our hand. We say, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. So we forgive our thoughts even that are bothering us. We forgive everyone, everything. We don't have any grudges with anybody, anything, any situation. We accept the life as it is, as a blessing of the divine. And let the things work out for our spiritual ascent. Okay, let's take our hand out from our forehead and put our attention at the top of our head. Watch our thoughts again. Mother, please give me the unison, the yoga of my spirit with the all-pervading power of the divine. Let my Atma, the spirit, be completely integrated and dissolved into Paramatma, which is the all-pervading power, the all-pervading spirit. Let my Sahasrara be completely open so that I can feel this unison, this yoga within me in the form of cool vibrations in my hands, in my head. Let me feel the joy of integration. We'll now listen to the talk of Shri Mataji. It's a long talk, about 90 minutes. So we will be listening to the part of this talk throughout the week. It is about Sahasrara. It also has question and answer session in the end that people have asked Shri Mataji about Sahasrara and the generic stuff. So we'll listen to them about Thursday or Friday. So we just put our attention on the top of our head rather than reacting to what she's saying. We just absorb the vibrations from the speech. And also the speech is a little bit noisy actually in the background. So just keep our attention at the top of the head. And not the whole speech is noisy, but there are parts where it becomes noisy, like the dogs barking in the background. But this is where Shri Mataji talks about Sahasrara chakra completely. And if we put our attention in our limbic area inside our brain and on the top of our head and just absorb the vibrations, we just take the essence of it. All right, so let's enjoy that.
Today is the last day in this pandal, and today I'll be telling you about the last center of Sahasrara. They're all coming. If I come late, it is better, I think. Still, I was quite late, I was thinking. Do you think this is needed on the eyes so much, or are you not getting my picture? Just this one, if you could little bit push it the other way. This one is too much.
That's for the camera.
That's thank you. So this last center, the Sahasrara, is contained in the limbic area of the brain. Our head is like a coconut. The coconut has the hair and then a hard nut and then a black covering, and inside is white shell of coconut, and inside is the space, the water. In the same way, our brain is made. That's why coconut is called as Shri Phala. Is the fruit of the power that is Shri. Shri power is the right side power, and the left side power is the Lalita power. So we have two chakras, left side here is the Lalita, and right side here is the Shri chakra. These two chakras are working out the right side Mahasaraswati's power and left side Mahakali's powers. Now the central power is the Kundalini. That has to rise and penetrate through different chakras, enter into the limbic area and enlighten the 7 pithas, seats of these 7 chakras. So it penetrates through 6 chakras, enters into the limbic area, enlightens all the 7 pithas in the brain, which are placed along the midline of the limbic area. So we started from the back, is placed here. At the back is the Muladhara chakra. Around it is the Swadhisthana. Then is the Nabhi. Then the heart. Then the Vishuddhi, and then the Agya. So all these 6 centers are combining to make the 7th center. This is a very important point which we should know. Now the Shri chakra is the right side working and the Lalita chakra is the left side working. So when the Kundalini doesn't rise, then we do with our right side our physical and mental activities. So our brain is doing right side activity, and that's why our brain is like Shri Phala. Sahasrara is actually an assemblage of these 6 chakras and is a hollow space. On the sides of it there are 1000 nadis, and when the light penetrates into the limbic area, then the enlightenment of these nadis take place. And you can see them as flames, very gentle flames burning. And these flames have all the 7 colors that you see in the Vibgyor. But the last one ultimately becomes again integrated, and it is a crystal clear flame. All these 7 lights ultimately become crystal clear. So you have Sahasrara with 1000 petals, as they call it. But if you cut the brain in a transverse section or horizontal section, you will be able to see that all these nerves are built like this along the limbic area. All of them are like a petal. And if you cut it like this, you will find that there are many nerves in every bundle of nerves. So when it is enlightened, you can see Sahasrara as a burning bundle of flames. When I am speaking, you should not do all these things, please. They are still coming. and just disturbing now. It's a very deep subject. So when the enlightenment of the Kundalini takes place in the brain, then the truth is perceived through your brain. That's why it's called as Satya Khand, means you start seeing the truth perceived by your brain. Because so far, whatever you see through your brain is not the truth. What you see is just the outer side. Say you can see the colors. You can see the different aesthetics of the colors. You can see the quality of the thing. But you cannot say whether this carpet has been used by some saint. You cannot say whether this is made by a devil or a divine person. You cannot say that this gentleman, is he a good person or he is an evil person. You cannot say if this deity has come out of the Mother Earth or not. Also, you cannot say about any person who is your relation whether he is a good relation or a bad relation, or what sort of a person he is, whether he goes to wrong people or to the right people, whether he has connections with the wrong side or with good side. Here good means divine. So actually you do not know anything about divinity with your mind. Nothing. Nothing. It's impossible for you to judge a person about his divinity unless and until the Kundalini reaches at least this part, which is the limbic area. You cannot make out whether a person is real or not, whether a guru is real or not. Because divinity cannot be perceived through your brain unless and until this light of your spirit shines into it. Now the spirit is expressed in the heart, is reflected in the heart. The center of the spirit, we can say, is in the heart. But actually the seat of spirit is above, here. That is the spirit, what we call, of the God Almighty, whom you call Parvardigar, you call him Sadashiva, or you can call him the Rahim, and you can call him by many names which are said about the Lord who is God Almighty. Niranjan, they call it Nirahankar, every sort of words which start with Nira, Nihi. Now at every center in the body you receive a different type of joy. Every center has a different type of joy, and there are names for every types of joy you receive at every center when the Kundalini rises. But when the Kundalini comes into the Sahasrara, then the joy you receive is called as Nirananda. Nirananda. Now Ni means nothing else but Ananda. Nirananda. Also surprising, my name is Neera. Also in my family I am called as Neera. And Nira also means Mary, Mariam, because it means marine. Nira is water. Nira means water in Sanskrit language. It is called as Niranand in the brain. And this stage ultimately unfolds. First, what you know is the Satya, is the truth. What is this another gentleman is suffering from? That you see on your fingers. First you see your fingers. With your attention, you know what chakras, what fingers are catching, with your attention. Then with your brain, you can depict what center it is catching. Because if you say this finger, that doesn't mean it is Vishuddhi chakra. But your brain then says it is Vishuddhi. And that depicts it that this fellow is suffering from the troubles of the Vishuddhi chakra. But still it is rational. Because you see what finger it catches and then you say. But when the Satya Khanda or the Sahasrara unfolds itself more, you don't have to think about it, you just say it. Then there is no difference between your Chitta and your Satya. The enlightened Chitta and the enlightened brain become one. There is no problem at all for such a person. There is no need to see on the fingers. No need to say anything on the fingers and then depict it through brain, which you have learnt in Sahaja Yoga. That if you find something wrong here, it means Agya. That's not necessary. You just say Agya. And you just say it and it is there. Then it unfolds more. First it is integrated with, as I said, Chitta. Then when it gets absolutely integrated with the spirit, then whatever you say is the truth. You just say it, it is so. That is how this brain unfolds into 3 new dimensions. First, it depicts the truth through logical conclusions, because I have told you that if this finger is catching, then it is Vishuddhi. And then you ask the person, have you got a problem here? He says yes. Then you believe in me, and then you believe that this is the Vishuddhi chakra which is showing is true. This is the logical conclusion. In a way, that you have experimented, you are seeing, you are still doubting whether mother says it's true or not, and then you are sure, yes, it is so. We have seen this is Vishuddhi chakra. So, the truth becomes logically acceptable to this brain. But still, there is the brain working out on its gross level. Then the second stage, as I told you, where you believe, you know for definite that this means Vishuddhi chakra, no doubt about it. Nobody, then we start, Nirvikalpa has started, when there is no doubt about me or Sahaja Yoga. But then the new unfolding starts within. For that, one has to do meditation. In humility, one has to do meditation. And then also for this new dimension where your Chitta itself becomes merged into your brain or into the enlightened brain, for that one has to very honestly and humbly surrender to Sahaja Yoga. Now what do we do when we get our vibrations? we have different reactions. Some people do not even understand the value of vibrations. Some people try to learn what it means. And some people suddenly think, oh, now they are realized souls, they can go on giving realizations, this, that. They go on a ride of an ego trip. When they go on a ride of an ego trip, then they find that they have failed and they have to come back. From the very beginning, they start.
We can just look into our head and see if there is silence within or not. When we reach Sahasrara, our journey from nirvichara or the thoughtless state starts to nirvikalpa, which is doubtless state. So as Shri Mataji said, the opening or unfolding of this journey happens in meditation. So the only solution for our spiritual ascent beyond this point is meditation. So let's rinse our feet and take bandhan. It's been a little bit long footstep today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the evening session. We'll continue tomorrow and throughout the week. Listen to Shri Mataji, the same talk over the week, and continue our journey. Thank you for joining in tonight. Jai Shri Mataji.